What's going on, guys? This is the recent collection purchase I made. Tons and tons of non-holos from Fossil, Neo Genesis, Base Set 2, Neo Destiny, Neo Discovery, Fossil, if I haven't mentioned that already, including some Fossil 1999 to 2000 non-holos. So these are pretty sweet. I'll show you the condition of one of them back here just cause. Looks pretty good, though on a lot of the Fossil cards, so they look super good, but you might see, I don't know if I can get it in the light here, sorry about that O-ring glare, there's a tiny bit of stain just on the top of the card for whatever reason on a lot of these Fossil cards. So I won't be sending all of the 1999 to 2000 Fossil cards at once. There's several hundred more than these actually, but these were the best ones that I pulled that I think have a chance at getting a 10. So let's go through some of those together and then we can work on some of the other sets. So it took me about 22.5 hours to organize this entire collection. It was a lot of work. It took longer than I thought it was going to, but I really wanted to go through each card individually to figure out and organize which I wanted to grade, which I thought would get 10s, which I thought were 9s, etc. So again, all these are 1999 to 2000 Fossil cards. So if you guys have Fossil cards in your collection, consider checking the bottom right dates there to see if they are also 1999 to 2000 Fossil cards. Those cards came from this box. It's got a red logo. Otherwise, pretty close to the same, except you can see here that it was made in Australia. So that's pretty cool. Also, you'll note, if you guys haven't seen these before, that the packs inside are also Fossil, or are also red. So came with all the empty packs as well. Looks like they were pulled from the packs pretty carefully, which is sweet. You'll also notice here that these packs have the long crimp, as were other packs. Let me pull one out here for you. Like Base Set 2 have a short crimp. So here what we're doing is we're looking at you see the little line there going straight up and down, that's keeping the pack sealed. When it was pressed there, that's referred to as the crimp. The Base Set 2 has a short crimp, and the Fossil 1999 to 2000 red logo has a long crimp. Something to note, little minor differences, but fun to know if you care about that sort of thing. So let's continue going through some of these Fossil cards. Again, these are 1999 to 2000. I keep saying it because I'm just so pumped about it. I had only ever had 3 in my collection, in my collecting journey, up until this point when I found this collection. And then finally, I was able to knock off almost the entire non-holo set off my goals. So I'm missing 2 non-holos. These Fossil cards are just 1999. I'm missing 2 non-holos, Articuno and one other. I forget which it is. And I'm now wondering, I know the Fossil 1999 to 2000 Zapdos, these are some Shadowless cards. The Fossil Zapdos, that's 1999 to 2000, comes from a theme deck. And here we have, Shadowless cards still. If you don't know how to tell the Shadowless cards on trainer cards, you just look for the date that says 1999 right there. So on an unlimited base set card, like this one here, it'll say 95, 96, 98. If it's Shadowless, it'll also say the date 99. So fun fact if you're trying to identify Shadowless trainer cards. Lost my train of thought. We'll carry on with showing you guys some more of these cards. So we got some Base Set 2 rares, pretty sweet. Again, I'm pretty sure these are going to be grading 10s. Let's look at this random one here together. Centering looks pretty good. I don't see any issues there. There's a little bit going on right there. That could ding it down, I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen worse 10s. So if that's the only flaw that I see, I think that we have an alright chance. And worst case scenario, gets a 9, and that would be just fine. Some other cards that came in the collection are the sealed special delivery Pikachu promo and the sealed Charizard V. Now this one comes out of the Champions Path collection, and this one was released for a short term on the Pokemon Center website that got released in America. So if you made a order of, I think it was $30 or more, you would get one of these added in the package for free. And it's pretty cool to see that this graded a 10 has sold for like $300 when they were just given away for free for anyone that made an order of $30. Here are some of the holos that I picked out from the collection. Gorgeous looking Ho-Oh right there. Kyogre. Fortress from Unseen Forces. Some regular 1999 fossil holos. Something about these holos, actually. I'm going to pull this one out of the sleeve because I really want you guys to be able to see what I'm looking at here. Some of these fossil holos seem like they're extra hollow. So hopefully I can get it on camera for you guys. It just shines and looks a lot better than the normal fossil holos that I've seen. So I'm guessing it's because these were pulled from that red logo box. But I'm not sure because it also says the dates on the bottom are also only 1999. So maybe the holos say 1999, but the non-holos say 1999 to 2000. So I don't know. We got some base set 2 holos, Neo Discovery Magnemite. Here comes Team Rocket, Dark Weezing, just probably the worst holo to pull in Team Rocket, but it's a pretty good looking card. I think it'll get a 9. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good to me. All right, and then we got some Charizards. Charizard ZX from Evolutions. Charizard and Braixen? I don't know how to say that. I don't really collect Modern much. Feel free to correct me in the comments. Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions and Charizard GX. SM promo 211. So there's some sick holos to have in the collection. Let's go through some of the base set starter cards that came in the collection. We've got a ton of them, and I'm super happy about them. We'll pull out the 6th card in just for fun to look at it. That's probably the 6th. So let's see how this Pikachu is looking. Let's give it a good close look together. Pardon the glare. Probably a 9. But any base set Pikachu graded a 9 I'm happy to have. Squirtle, got a couple Squirtles here. One more and we would have had the Squirtle squad. Charmanders, Bulbasaurs from base set. Wartortle, this artwork has really been growing on me lately. It's probably now a top 5 favorite artworks for me. For whatever reason, I just love this guy. We got a bunch of Wartortles, Ivysaurs, and some Charmeleons. So those are pretty sweet. Super lucky to have so many starters. Here's some base set 2 starters. We'll zip by these guys. Just so many starter Pokemon in this collection, and even if these, were to grade a 9 or an 8, I mean, I think most of them are going to do pretty good. We'll just pull out a random here. Let's check out this Ivysaur together and give it a good look. What do we think? So I'm looking at it, and this is looking like a real darn good looking card. Let's check the back. Edges look pretty good. Tiny white neck right there. Super tiny. I mean, I think it's got a shot. The scratches here that you see left and right are on the card saver. I think it's got a shot, so that's pretty awesome. Here are some other cards that we have in the collection. Well, not in the collection. Well, I mean, it is in the collection now, but they were also found in that collection. All right, let's go through some jungle cards. I think here are some jungle Pikachus that we have, as well as some jungle Eevees. So just as you guys are noticing, just tons and tons of multiples, and it's because the guy that I got this from opened, well, not the guy that I got it from, but the guy that I got it from a guy who opened like 5 booster boxes of these cards, and he pulled all the holos. He grabbed one of each card and put it in a binder set, it seems. And then all the rest he just stacked inside of the empty boxes. The empty boxes that you guys can see right there. And so these at one point were all kept raw, stacked together in a box. And for me, who's all about making sure that my cards are well protected and in as good condition as possible, it was a little cringy for me. So while I was reviewing this collection, I took the time to penny sleeve almost every single card that was in a box that was unsleeved. The ones that were in binders, I just left in the binders and organized once I got back to my place. These, so they're all unlimited, as you can see. And it is going to be a bit of a, I mean, I say a bit of a risk, but it's more like an educated, calculated risk. I'm not really worried about it, but to most it would be considered a risk sending these unlimited cards out to get graded. Now, the way the market's been going, the way the hobby's been going, just continuously growing and growing, I just don't see it stopping. And the price that I got these for and the price of grading once I do get them graded, you know, it's not going to cost me that much per card, at worst to break even. I'm actually pretty, you know, let's say I got every card collectively for $5 a piece, and grading costs me like $15 Canadian or something like that. We're looking at a ballpark of $20 per card. And when you look at all those starters or even some non-starters, like some of these cards that are more popular, like Vulpix, definitely not Seal or Slugma or Sunkern or Swinub. Dratini's one of them. A lot of these cards, when they grade high, Growlithe is another, they're going to really be the difference in making this collection purchase. I won't say exactly the price that I got everything for, but you kind of have a rough idea there. At the end of the day, this was just an absolute slam dunk highlight for me. I'm super, super lucky to have come across it. But something to share with you guys is that this collection I missed out on. I came to a month late. So for those of you that are sticking around 12 and a half minutes deep here, we're going to give you some valuable info. I got to this collection a month after it was posted. Probably 5 or 6 guys had already gone and looked at the collection before I had, but all of this was left over. And what those other people must have been looking for was all the highlight cards. They're looking for the slam dunk crystal shining cards. They're looking for mint Charizards. They're looking for all the high-end holos that are in really good condition. And yeah, those are some notable money makers and easy money makers, and it doesn't take much work to look at the price of, I don't know, what a near mint to mint crystal Charizard goes for, and then, you know, pay a price accordingly to have some margin for profit. But that's one card, and it doesn't take much work. I had thousands of cards to go through, and this isn't necessarily an accurate number, but this is just going to be an example. If you had $150 wins, it would not be as good in terms of return as 100 $100 wins. I'm looking at cards, so I'm going to F up my math here. But my point is that maybe these non-holos need a little bit more consideration when people are looking at collections, because I see a ton of value here. And I'm super, super lucky to have been able to get this collection in my hands. So let's go through a little bit more together. Here is going to be some of the cards that I'm adding to my binder to my binder sets. So these 2 cards are pretty interesting because the border is so light. So I'll grab one of them here, I'll put this guy in focus, and I'll compare with another card for you. Let's see. Okay. Let's focus. Look at how much lighter the top one is than the bottom. So this is a 1999 to 2000, Fossil Moltres. This border on the Butterfree is super, super light, and I'm not sure what's up with that. It's a real card. It just looks like it's super faded. And it's the case also for this Machoke from base set 2 and this Lickitung from base set 2. Especially this Lickitung. I mean, look at that. You can see that without even comparing. So I thought that was interesting, so I wanted to tuck those off to the side. So let's go through some of the cards that I'll be adding to my binder set collection. So these are some stamped platinum cards that I thought were pretty sweet. Dragon Frontier ZX card. These are 6 holos that I have never seen before. So maybe you guys can help me identify what's going on with these. They were released in 2006. I mean, I've seen a lot of cards, and I collect all the cards from back in 2006, but I have not seen these cards, these types of holos before. These are mostly in near mint-ish condition, but I hadn't seen them before, so I wanted to add them to the collection. If you guys know where they came from, please let me know, because I have absolutely no idea. All right, we've got a couple more here. We got a 1999 to 2000 base set Charmeleon, base set Ivysaur. Oh, I have a few of these already. I must have misorganized a couple of these. There, back to the collection. Binder sets. A Root Fossil HP 40 reverse holo from Legend Maker. And then here come the cards that really, really made me excited about this collection, and it was the rares for the Fossil 1999 to 2000. So again, like I had said earlier in this video, I'm missing 2 of them, but that's okay, because we just crossed so many off the collecting goals. Just so sick. This card was one of the 1999 to 2000 Fossil cards that I had in my collection a while ago, but it wasn't like the one of the 3 that I had, but it wasn't anywhere near this condition. I'll give you guys a quick look here so you guys can kind of see the condition it's in. Again, keeping in mind Walt 1, the bottom right there. Try and get you to focus here so you guys can see it better. Is that there is some stain on the back of the cards for whatever reason. So we'll pull it out to try and get you guys a good look so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, you can kind of see it there on the top, right on the blue border. You can see a bit of a stain. So that's that. And then, so we have more cards for the binder, some Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I tucked these guys to the side because again, I'm still debating on whether or not I want to work towards these sets. I'm guessing I will, but I haven't fully written out the want list on my binder set, the list of cards that I'm looking for. I have it all written out in a Word document. And then here I got to cross 5 Legendary Collection reverse holos off the list, all at least near mint. These were really sweet to get. These are such beautiful cards. I cannot wait till I complete this entire set. It's going to be so sick. And we got Giovanni, one of the gym challenge cards I was missing, and because I started entertaining some of the Japanese sets, I'm kind of also entertaining some Japanese Gym Heroes challenge sets, though in Japanese they're referred to as Gym 1 and Gym 2. And I didn't have this Rocket's Mewtwo, so now we've got this guy crossed off the list. Oh, fun fact about this card, if you guys didn't already know, this was the first card to have 3 attack moves, and because it took up so much space at the bottom here, they actually shrunk down the holo a little bit. So if you look at that holo compared to, you know what, this might be a bad comparison because I'm comparing a Japanese card to an English card, but if you look at the Rocket's Mewtwo in English, and then you take it and put it next to any other Gym Challenge card holo, you'll see that this holo is shrunk a little bit. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty, so this is most of the cards that I'm going to be collecting, or rather grading. I'm not going to send them all at once, but I'll probably send a couple hundred at a time and see how it goes. One other thing I didn't share with you guys is these are all mint cards. So we'll pick one at random here and we'll pull it out so I can show you what I'm talking about. So we've got a flip game card for Mewtwo, and focus, baby. If you guys get that reference, that was a Gem Mint Pokemon reference. He says that all the time, and I can't get it out of my head whenever I'm trying to think about focusing my card. So these are a bunch of extras that I had that were in mint condition, but I didn't think were worth grading, but that I thought would get 9, so I wanted to hold on to them. And then over there, I have some others. Let's see, right here, I have some others that I just didn't end up putting in the video, but there are other cards that I thought were 9 worthy that I would debate whether or not I want to send for grading. And all these in front of me, except for the ones that are going towards my actual binder collection, are probably going to get graded. So it's very exciting, very, very, very exciting for me. I'm super pumped to get this out of the way here. It's 22 and a half hours into organizing this collection. It's nice to be done, wrap it up, and get this video out to you guys. So thanks for watching. For those that stuck around for 21 minutes, thank you. I know the YouTube channel is pretty small right now. We're looking at what is today, February 2nd, 2021. This YouTube channel has mainly been me collecting cards and showing you guys some of the highlights of these collection purchases. And I don't really advertise the YouTube too much. I mostly promote all of my stuff on Instagram, but for all of you guys that do stick around and hang out with me on YouTube, I really appreciate it, and I hope you get some value out of some of the content that I share with you, and if anything, you know, at the very least, a little bit of an escape, and maybe you guys can live a little bit vicariously through me and enjoying some of the collection, because I love sharing this with you guys. I love sharing my collecting journey. This is so much fun, and this is going to be an exciting year, 2021. So I look forward to putting out more content for you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and thanks for tuning in.